Joining me today is iAsia Brown. She's a data and AI specialist with Microsoft, United States Marine veteran, congrats, and an amazing artist. So welcome, iAsia.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So though, for people who don't know you, and I'm one of those people, I'm still learning about you, tell us a bit about who you are, where you're from, and what you do.
So my name is iAsia. I am a data and AI specialist, like you said, at Microsoft. I've been here, it'll be 2 years in February. I'm originally from New York City, Queens, New York, to be exact. Um, my path to tech was very unorthodox. I actually started in the Air Force. I know you wanted to say it. I too am a U.S. Airman veteran, but I went to school to become a cook and ended up a mortician. So when I made my transition over to the Marine Corps, the only thing that I required when I got a job was I said I just want a place where people talk back. It's like I just want to be somewhere where the people talk back. And the recruiter was like, communications it is. I was like, all right. And I ended up in the communications field. Um, I did that for about 6 years, and then I decided that I wanted to give back, and I became a recruiter. And I was very, very successful in recruiting. I became recruiter of the nation my first year. So I became a career recruiter. And I was like, I want to continue to do this. And then one day I decided um, I wanted to get out of the Marine Corps. I said, all right, I'm done. I'm coming up on 12 years. It'll be 16 years total. I want to do what's next. And as I started thinking about what was next for me, I said, I'm gonna get out the Marine Corps and go to Microsoft. And nobody believed me. Just
I have a
I was
hard
like,
time believing
no.
it, knowing you made it there.
But I said no one gets out the Marine Corps and goes straight to Microsoft. I'm gonna get out the Marine Corps and go straight to Microsoft. I never had a plan B because plan A was not gonna fail. That was the mindset that I went into it with. So I reverse engineered my way here, and I'm here and I love it. And I've made it my passion as always to make sure I give back, I reach back, and bring people along with me. And
That's
yeah, that's me.
That's amazing. So why Microsoft? I mean, there are plenty of tech companies or plenty of large companies. Why Microsoft specifically?
And it's like the superheroes and the supervillains when it comes to the tech companies. So I had to find a tech company that more aligned with my values. So I mean, the culture is amazing. The mission is to empower people and organizations all over the planet to do more.
Hmm.
Just to do more. That's it. It's I'm not worried about my information being sold. I'm not. There are a lot of things with a lot of other tech companies that ethically I can't stand behind. So ethically I can stand behind my company and be like, I love it. It's a great place to work. I feel very much included. I mean, if you follow me on social media, you see I come to work on skates, I paint. I just get to be me. There's no mask. There's no I don't have to be a Marine all the time. When you're in the military, you have that
Yeah,
demeanor. I just get to be me and I love it.
that's amazing. And you came through a non-traditional path, right? So you didn't do college with a computer science degree. I'm assuming you did some. When you say reverse engineering, what was that? How did you get them?
So
How did you reverse engineer into a job?
I looked at all the pathways into Microsoft and I looked at, like the lead, the apprenticeships,
Mm.
just all the things that it required. And then I stumbled upon the Microsoft Software and Systems Academy and found out that it was catered directly. It was strictly for veterans or active duty members transitioning. And I was like, ooh, I can do this. And if I time it right, I can do it right there on my way out. It's a 16-week course. And for me, it wasn't about the certifications because I was like, I'm a good tester. I'm pretty, I'm very trainable. So when it came to learning the technology, that wasn't a problem. But I knew that it guaranteed one interview with Microsoft. And I said that if I get in front of someone, I'm going to smile and I'm going to get past that first interview to get the second interview. And that was my goal. I said if you put me in front of someone, I'll get hired. It's funny because I met another Microsoft employee. I went for a trip down to the US Midway. She was telling me how she works for Microsoft and I said, "When I get out the military, I'm coming to Microsoft." And she said, "Well, when you get there, ping me." I said, "What does that mean?" She said, you'll figure it out when you get there. So, of course, my first day at Microsoft, as soon as I got my laptop, I was like, excuse me, what does ping someone mean? And they told me. So I found her and I said, I made it. So
That's
I,
awesome.
I love it here.
Well, so now you've been in the IT community for a bit. What's something about, and you're coming with fresh eyes, even, right? You're not somebody who's been in this field forever. I got a bit of gray hair, so I would probably be classified in there. What's something you would change about the way we do things within the IT community?
I would, there should be like a special section for children innovators.
Mm.
What I've learned since I've been here is that my 11-year-old is better at tech than I am. And it's just a natural gift. I think there should be a space where children can just innovate because they are innovating. Their perspective is so different. It's not muddied. It's not there's no politics stopping them from thinking. It's just so maybe sometime last year she started getting into power apps. And she comes in and she's like, Mom, I think you've been underpaying me. And I was like, I don't know what you mean. She was like, I think I deserve a raise in my allowance. And this is what she did. She created a power app. She took the data from what I pay her, what the chores are. She pulled four different services of what adults get paid, housekeeping services, what they get paid,
Right.
and and literally showed me the data on how what she was getting was less than a wage apparently. And she
That's
backed
amazing.
it up with and she had me visualize the data. So I was just like, oh, maybe you are getting underpaid. All right. And and it's just things like that. I watch her, build computers, build stuff just and I know I don't have the only child that's doing it. There are kids out here really doing some great stuff. So I think there should be a space to allow that. Not just a once a year hackathon, but like
Mm.
a legitimate, cultivating environment because they're going to be the next set of great thinkers. So
That's a great idea. Wow. Amazing. So, where do you see yourself? You've been doing this for a little while, and you seem very determined that when it's something you want to do, you're going to do it. Where do you see your journey continuing, and where maybe not just your journey, but now you're in the data and AI space. Where is that headed? I know that's um, the new topic, right? The big topic, especially I'm in government, so in our circles, AI is finally getting
mhm.
into what we do. Where do you see things going in the near or midterm future?
I'm in the federal space too. I'm in the government space for data and AI. So hopefully I'll see you on that side. But if I had it my way, if I took my passion project and brought it to fruition, I would love to develop a chip to stem technology that allows prosthetics to grow with children through puberty.
Oh, wow.
That's that's where I would love to see the technology go, because I've been all over the world. I have friends who have prosthetics. I've seen children who have been, collateral damage from adult activities, and now they get this portion of their life where they're off balance. They might not have the money to replace prosthetics, so to be able to build one that will grow with them and detect growth spurts, I think is that's where I would love to see data and AI go because yeah,
Hmm.
that that would be that's my passion. Where I think it's gonna go though is everything's gonna get smarter. Smart homes, smart cars. I'm looking forward to completely autonomous vehicles to where you don't have to buy a car anymore. You just walk out your door and a car will come to you like a Tesla. It'll just come to you and then you get in, you go where you need to go, you leave it, and then when it's time to leave, another car is there waiting. I'm
Mm.
waiting for that.
That's a great idea, right? And then, well, we'll also be able to conserve more resources if we have something like that where it's shared. Huh.
Yep.
All right. Well, I want to thank you so much. I've had this. This has been a great opportunity to get to know you. I'm now you got me fascinated in a new area of technology I've not even thought about before with the 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 chips and the growing aspects from a child for the prosthetics. That's fascinating. I'm going to go read a ton tonight on that now. So
All
thank you
right
so
on.
much for joining me for my podcast today. I look forward to seeing what you're doing in the future.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for having me. I appreciate you.